Chrissy Teigen is getting cancelled for all the horrible tweets of hers that have recently been exposed. And along with those, I wanted to list some other reasons that she's been cancelled in the past. I'm Mackenzie, and let's dive into the top 10 reasons Chrissy Teigen was cancelled. But first, Lindsay Ivan is starting a reaction channel called Peach, and make sure to check it out if you like reaction videos. In at number 10, quits Twitter constantly. A lot of Chrissy's fans love her blunt and uncensored comments. But these flippant comments are what usually land her in hot water online. And a lot of her critics claim that she dishes out constantly but can never take any criticism back. And this is proven true by how often she decides to leave Twitter or even deactivate her account. Usually she does this when she's getting too much hate for some tone-deaf comments. On March 25th of 2021, she announced that she was deactivating her Twitter account for good, writing in an Instagram post, quote, "The platform no longer serves me as positively as it does negatively. So with that, I bid you adieu." However, she did return less than a month after that announcement, but she has left again since. In at number 9, Courtney Stodden. The most recent reason Chrissy was canceled from the internet was because her past bullying was exposed. According to an interview Stodden did with the Daily Beast, they claim that Chrissy repeatedly told them to take their own life. BuzzFeed pulled screenshots of the tweets Teigen sent in 2011 and 2012, and many of the tweets which tagged Stodden mocked and attacked them. The tweets told Stodden to go to sleep forever and told them that they looked like an idiot. And to make things even worse, Stodden alleged that Chrissy would not just tweet about them, but also send Stodden private messages. These messages apparently told Stodden to end their own life and told Stodden that Teigen couldn't wait for them to die. The backlash against these tweets got so bad that Chrissy decided to apologize, writing on Twitter, quote, "I was an insecure, attention-seeking troll. I'm ashamed and completely embarrassed of my behavior, but that is nothing compared to how I made Courtney feel." In at number 8, blocked 1 million people. Following a huge scandal where critics accused Chrissy of having ties to disgraced billionaire Jeffrey Epstein, she decided to block 1 million people off Twitter to try and mitigate the backlash. After her comment section started getting flooded with pizza emojis and people asked her to address the claims, she decided to block anyone that was tweeting at her. Writing on Twitter, quote, "I blockchained over 1 million people. 1 million people today, and I'm still flooded with sick psychopaths. So please spare me the just ignore them, they're trolls." And although I understand Chrissy needed to protect her mental health at the time, many think the fact that she refused to address the rumors made her seem more guilty of the alleged connection. In at number 7, Quansine Wallace. After the comments about Courtney Stodden were exposed, people started to look further into Chrissy's past and found some nasty tweets from Chrissy about child actor Quansine Wallace. Back in 2013, while Chrissy was watching the Oscars, she decided to call out 9-year-old Quansine Wallace. She tweeted, quote, "Is it okay to call a small child cocky?" Adding later, quote, "I'm forced to like Quansine Wallace because she's a child, right? Okay, fine." Making it clear who she was talking about in that first tweet. After this attack, she was dragged online for her comments, but she didn't seem to care and never apologized for the tweets. And at number 6, weird Instagram photo. Chrissy is well known online for sharing a lot about her life and posting intimate details about her and her family. But sometimes the internet thinks she takes it too far. This photo is one of those times. She posted a photo on March 16th of herself topless in some sort of corset with her 2-year-old son in between her legs. The caption read, quote, "Please move, mommy is trying to be thirsty." And tons of the comments started immediately calling out how strange the photo was and saying this is a really odd thing to post to the internet. Chrissy responded to the backlash, telling all the haters to respond in the same area so she can block them all at once. Halfway at number 5, Kardashian drama. In March of 2021, Chrissy posted online that she was starting a plant-based cleaning brand with Kris Jenner called Safely. She also said that the products were years in the making on her post. But the reaction to the news was very negative for a number of reasons. People were firstly calling out the women for claiming the products were years in the making when they were most likely influenced by the pandemic. Also, many thought it was funny that 2 women that most likely don't even clean their own homes were starting a cleaning brand. Chrissy also got a lot of hate personally for working with the Kardashians. Chrissy responded to this backlash by taking a few days off Twitter. And at number 4, tone-deaf tweets. One of the many tone-deaf tweets that Chrissy has received backlash for over the years was one following a shooting in Canada. In 2014, she tweeted, quote, "Active shooting in Canada, or as we call it in America, Wednesday." Adding after, quote, "This is not a joke, it's a fact." And even though it seems that she was trying to draw attention to gun issues in the United States, it came off very tone-deaf. One person responded, quote, "Thanks for the neighborly love, in this time of pain in Canada. Acts of terror are not funny. After tons of backlash, she decided to apologize, writing, quote, "Thank you, but it honestly wasn't a joke, but I shouldn't have made it about us." And at number 3, TMI about
love.
Chrissy loves to share raunchy details about her and her husband John Legend's life. And although tons of our fans love it, a lot of them think she should keep those things to herself. One of the craziest things that's been exposed is that her and her husband got intimate at an event for Obama's 2008 campaign. When the comments were first made, everyone assumed they hooked up at the White House, but later she clarified that was not the case. She also shared that her and her husband are a part of the Mile High Club, and lastly, she shared that the couple actually hooked up in their first time meeting after she started his music video for Stereo. And honestly, this is the one thing about Chrissy I actually find kind of hilarious, not gonna lie. And at number 2, privileged tweet. In the midst of COVID lockdowns, Chrissy received backlash after she tweeted that she was shipping clam chowder all the way from Boston. She tweeted, quote, "This is not an ad, but if you're holed up at home, ordering America's best food from Gold Belly is the way to go right now. Currently shipping clam chowder from Boston to myself." Many felt the tweet was very privileged and ill-timed, considering many were panicked at this time and not sure how they were going to be paying their bills after their jobs were shut down. In response to the backlash, she tweeted again, quote, "Correction, do not order soup." And finally, number 1, Fab Life. Fab Life was a daytime talk show program hosted by Tyra Banks and Chrissy Teigen. However, almost immediately after the show started, there were rumors of tension between the models. Only a few months after the show began, Tyra decided to leave, and many blamed Chrissy. Chrissy responded writing, quote, "I don't know if you guys know how bosses work, but if Tyra and I were fighting as hard as you're saying, I would be the one off the show." An insider reported that Tyra did not like the direction the show was heading, and it was creatively very frustrating. Then the source confirmed that there was tension between the models, mostly because of the 10-year age gap. The source added, quote, "They are so different. Tyra thinks about everything. She thinks about what to say, down to when to move her arm. Chrissy is from the new school, where she says whatever she wants." The show was canceled shortly after. Alright guys, that's all for the list. Let me know your thoughts below, but before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from my video on celebrities canceled in 2021. One user said, "Mackenzie's room is so nice. Also, I always thought Chrissy Teigen was cool, chill, and funny. Thanks for opening my eyes to how terrible she is." Yes, I know someone in the comments replied, but this is actually just my filming room. My regular room is an absolute mess, and yeah, Chrissy is crazy. I'm sure this list opened your eyes even more. Then Heather said, "Oh my god, I thought I was subscribed this whole time. I've been watching for months and just now subscribed. I'm sorry, LOL, love y'all." Just a friendly reminder to all you that are watching that are not subscribed, make sure to check that you are subscribed because, you know, we're posting content all the time over here that you don't want to miss. Then someone else said, "John Legend should just divorce her at this point. She's ruining her husband's reputation." I really believe so, because he's like very well respected, has like tons of Oscars, and then she's over here just like bashing literally anyone and everyone. It's so crazy, and just like two different worlds. It's very strange. I would love to know his like real thoughts on her comments. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. Thank you so much for sticking around if you made it all the way here. If you liked the video and want to see some more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith. Make sure to check us out on social media, and I'll catch you all in the next one.